Before we begin, if you enjoy these videos, please like, share, subscribe, comment, and consider donating. Thank you. There is typically a new video at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every day. This began Harken as your first companion. Ash stared at the man as he entered the room, a man of similar stature to his own, with dark hair and darker eyes, wearing a sage jacket, black undershirt, black pants, and black boots. He had eyes which glared at him as if through him piercingly. Ash merely grinned, walked forward, and extended his hand, but before he could, the man caught it and grinned back. Why is it I haven't seen you before?" he asked Ash, as if Ash had an answer. His grip was strong. The man chuckled. "What is that supposed to mean?" Ash prompted. "Stay calm, Ash," Harken barked. "Don't go about fighting. You have a job to do." "A job?" Ash said perplexedly. Is he coming with me on this task?" Ash didn't like the look of the man. He seemed untrustworthy. "It's not just a task," Harken stated. "It's your first contract, and yes, this man, Darius Devlin, he will help to guide you to where you're going." "Can I not find my own way?" Ash let go of the man's hand and swatted it away. He immediately disliked him. "Been at it longer than you have, I'm afraid," Darius chuckled. Ash scoffed. "I'm fine on my own." "We'll see," said Harken. "For now, you two are going to have to find a way to get along." "Got it?" Ash nodded, as did Darius. "Why is it that I haven't seen him before?" Ash nearly spat. "I'm standing right here," Darius chuckled again. "Least you can do is address me." Ash shook his head. "Fine," he said, walking up to and staring at the man. "Why isn't it that our paths have yet met, companion?" Darius grinned a moment. "Perhaps there are more of us than you were told, errand boy." "Errand boy," Ash said, readying himself for a fight. "That's enough," Harken said, standing between the two of them. "Work together, goddammit." Ash sighed. "Fine. What is it that we're working on?" He nearly purred. "I could do with a bit of showing off." "Well, there won't be much for you to show off, as it involves reading, and Darius has had much more practice than you have." "Of course it does," Ash scoffed. "You know I can read," he added. "Not well," Harken stated, walking into the armory, the back room where Ash and Harken evaluated weapon quality. "Yet," Ash added beneath his breath, and soon followed behind the two. As they entered and settled themselves down around a table, Harken pulled out a map, and, to put it bluntly, it was painstakingly obvious who the better man was, and Ash clearly yet had much learning to do, though he could read a map for the most part. Still, Darius was a better bookkeeper perhaps than Ash was, and a better reader of maps as well. Yes, indeed, should the ledger have appeared on the table and opened itself up, Darius undoubtedly would have calculated better records than Ash ever had, or at least he would be faster. As it was obvious, Darius too was a clever man, more clever perhaps than Ash was by a bit. Nonetheless, they continued. Harken began by telling the two of where they would begin, essentially, by pointing to a location on the map strewn out in front of them upon the gun table. He took some time to explain it, but as it seemed, as Ash was following along closely, Darius was already looking ahead, and thereabouts in order that he might come to some yet unforeseen advantage, and frankly he discovered one, and pointed it out to Harken, who acknowledged it and even adjusted his plan a bit. Ash could only scoff, as he was a jealous man, and now he was an angry man, of course, since the death of his poor fiancée. Still, Ash followed along closely, and committing the plan to memory as Harken had intended and instructed him to do, Ash felt that with the help of Darius, however little he needed it, would be a sufficient amount to complete his task. Besides, although the salt merchant Delume did not know that he was about to have a meeting, they were sure he'd oblige.